We're keeping things on here on the Flex Zone podcast, breaking down each NFL franchise's 2025 NFL schedule, win-loss prediction, games we're looking at, record predictions. So if you haven't already, subscribe, join the party. It's free, it costs you nothing, as well as hitting that like button. When you do that, it pushes this out to more football fans, more sports fans, as we are the home for professional sports, NFL, NBA, MLB, professional wrestling. Flex Zone podcast, only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. And we're going to New England for the Patriots, baby, a team I really like in a certain quarterback who's on my radar this season. Stay tuned to us. Let us know what you think. Comment down below. Hit the bell. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get into the New England Patriots 2025 win-loss predictions. Hiring Mike Vrabel. Getting rid of Bill Belichick after Tom Brady left a few years back. Drafting Drake May. Seems like this franchise is starting to turn things around. Maybe they're a year or two away, but I think they have the right coach, the right mindset. They're letting the football people do the football people's job and not doing everybody else's job like Bill Belichick was doing, having to control everything. So having that former player, a former Patriot great, a former Patriot legend, a former Patriot guy who went on to succeed not only under Bill Belichick as defensive coordinator, but blazed his own path in Tennessee. Probably shouldn't have got fired there. They made some good free agency moves. I'm gonna pull up the schedule, but looking at their roster, starts with the quarterback. If Drake May takes the step I think he is capable of taking, which I think he will when he was drafted, I love the pick for them. I think he has a good chance to be one of the rising young quarterbacks in the league. You got Ramondre Stevenson. You draft Travion Henderson, excuse me. Stephon Diggs, you bring him in. I know he's coming off an injury. He's not getting any younger, but when that boy plays and he's not being goofy off the field with dating his celebrity of the week or trying to mess with other people's girls, he is one of the better receivers in the league. He's a Terp as well. Now, outside of Stephon Diggs, I don't really know who the receivers are, but they do have Hunter Henry, Austin Hooper, so two good tight ends. They want to run the ball and use the tight ends like they did in Tennessee. They have Will Campbell, wonderful pick at left tackle. You solidify the offensive line. Garrett Bradbury comes in at center. Morgan Moses is there. They have some pieces on the O line to help protect Drake May, and including that on the defense, they got some guys. They already always usually have a pretty good defense. I'm not going to lie to you. Christian Barmore, Harold Landry comes in, Robert Spillane, Carlton Davis, Kyle Duggar, Jabril Peppers, Christian Gonzalez is healthy. So they got some pieces on defense. Maybe could they use another corner? Yes. But getting Carlton Davis, pairing him with Christian Gonzalez, Christian Barmore is there. Like I said, they could use maybe one more pass rusher, but defensively, I think they'll be playing even better than they project because Mike Vrabel's that type of coach. He's a player's coach and he motivates his teams to play well. But looking at it starting at Vegas or in New England against Vegas, I think they win that. Now going to Miami is a divisional game. I think they split, so I said 1-1. I think I had Miami winning that as well to start 2-0. But I think they beat Vegas, lose to Miami, beat Pittsburgh, beat Carolina, and get to 3-1 with two crucial home games. Go to Buffalo, the class of the division on the road. I think they win that 3-2. Could they beat New Orleans on the road? I think so. 4-2. Going to Tennessee, Mike Vrabel going back to Tennessee, no doubt. I think he's going to bring his A game, as is the team for him. 5-2. Then you play Cleveland at home, 6-2. Then you host Atlanta again, 7-2. I think this team could potentially start at. That's crazy to think, but they could be 7-2, 6-3. Go to Tampa. I think they lose, so I'm gonna say 7-3. Beat the Jets at home. They historically beat the Jets 8-3. They go to Cincinnati 8-4. They play the Giants on Monday night. I think they're 9-4 going into the bye. A late week 14 bye. That is a Monday night home game. ESPN, Monday Night Football. We know the history between those two Super Bowls and other things, but 9-4 going into the bye. Is that far fetched? 8-5. I think 9-4. Then you got Buffalo at home. Could you win one of those? I say you do. 10-4 because Buffalo's not going undefeated. Then you go to Baltimore 10-5. Then you go to the Jets. I think you lose that 10-6. But then you have Miami at home 11-6 for the Patriots. Is that realistic for this team? At least they could get, like I said, I thought they would get at least 8 or 9. If Drake May plays like I think he can play, having some weapons around him, I think Stephon Diggs will be healthy enough. Will Campbell, Trevion Henderson, and Ramondre Stevenson. I said 7 or 8 minimum. I'm looking at maybe 10-6, 11-6, maybe 10-7 minimum. I'm gonna say 11-6 for the Patriots. I think they win 10, 11 games. And I'm gonna be bold. I'm gonna jump out there off that cliff. I'm buying the Drake May stock. I'm buying the New England Patriots stock as maybe not maybe the best team in that division. I think it's still Buffalo because I think Buffalo's going to win 13, 14 games. But could they win double digits and be the second best team in that division? I don't trust in Miami. I don't trust in the Jets. I put more stock in Vrabel and what he can do with the Patriots, changing his culture, bringing in a winning culture. And we know there's always a team we're not thinking about going into the season. Is this good enough to get them in a wild card? Possibly. Maybe that last wild card, that team you may not want to see hosting on wild card weekend that can run the football and play good defense. So I'm going to say 11-6 for the Patriots, and I think they do sneak in potentially as a wild card on the back end of the AFC side. And they're a team that could be scary come January that you don't want to see. Like I said, if Drake May takes that step, we know the coach is going to be good. The defense, I think, will be better and play even better than projected. Could use maybe another pass rusher now. Could getting a, I don't know, Trey Hendrickson or someone like that help out? Yes, but I don't think that'll happen. So that's maybe some areas of weakness, maybe another piece in the secondary, like a safety. And on the offense, just continue to get another weapon, maybe another wide receiver. Could they sign someone like Keenan Allen? Could they sign someone like one of these receivers who is still available? I don't know. That could happen, but we'll see. I'm going with 11 wins for the New England Patriots. I like Drake May, like I said. And if he takes that step, which I think he can with the improvements on the offensive line, like I said, could use another weapon on offense at the receiver position, but they're going to run the ball, help their young quarterback out. And I think defensively, maybe another pass rusher. But this is a team that's rising. Buy some stock in the Patriots. I think they're on the rise. I could see double digit wins minimum, so 10, but I'm going to say 11-6. I'm going to be bold. And I think the Patriots get 11 wins, and I think they sneak into the AFC playoffs. Stay tuned for more. We'll continue this train rolling. New England Patriots, you are out. Now we got a new team we're working on next. Let us know who you want to see. We're working on all of them. If you haven't seen them yet, it's on the way. I promise. Comment down below. Let me know what you think about the double digits for the Patriots, games you're looking forward to, and what team you want to see next. We'll see you with more. You're on the Flex Zone. Thank you for watching. We love you, Flex Zone family.